Hello and welcome back to more Let's Watch Death Battle. I am the Max View Trades, and you all requested it, so I am not one but to give what people ask of me, and I'm here to rewatch Superman vs. Goku. For those who are uninitiated, I was at SGC just yesterday, in fact, and it was a crazy good time. I met lots of great people, got lots of cool photos, I bought lots of really awesome loot. I'll probably show those off in another video. And I went to see Death Battle live, and it was a very, very long line. I had to sit in line at the front door for like 2.5 hours just to make sure I could get in, but I did! And it was awesome and wonderful. But yes, as I said, I have actually already seen this fight. I know exactly what happens already, but I asked people before I saw it that if they wanted me to rewatch it for the purposes of a video, and most people said yes. So this is for you guys, I guess. And, no, here's some good news, though. The good news is, when you're in a room full of, like, a lot of very excited and happy people, there's generally a lot of hooting and hollering, and it makes it difficult to hear everything that goes on in a video in the room. So, I didn't actually get to hear a lot of, like, the jokes or analysis before the fight, and even during the fight when the characters are talking to each other, I didn't really get to hear everything, so there are some things I'll be getting blind reactions to, at least when it comes to certain jokes and the like, so at least we've got that much going for us. And yeah, pretty much that's all there is to say about it. There's no sense in talking beforehand. I've already seen it, and I already did a little discussion about this whole fight matchup beforehand, so there you go. Yeah, enough talking. Let's watch a rematch of Legends for a second time, I guess. Unless this is your first time, but why would you watch this instead of the actual video? That would make no sense. Point is, let's just watch.
Goku.
Yes.
Superman.
Yes!
Titans of power, champions of unimaginable might.
Endlessly requested to fight each other. Again, he's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's
rematches in Death Battle. That's an unthinkable quantity.
Who would win a death battle?
Now for some awesome credit sequence! Just as I said before, in case you were wondering, if you didn't watch the previous video where I talked about my thoughts on the matchup and the like, basically, I said Goku had a better chance this time, but still, it's freaking Superman and he can be as strong as he needs to do anything. And, yeah, basically. So basically my ultimate conclusion was, I didn't really mind who won or who lost as long as it was a funny and action-filled fight, and that's all I really wanted. I just wanted some cool fighting action. And we get that, so here we go. Alright, let's do this thing. I actually get to hear everything in the episode now.
Created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, Superman entered the world on the cover of Action Comics #1 in 1938. He was the first, and his success paved the way for the superhero genre.
Yeah.
The Man of Steel is righteous, courageous, selfless, a perfect Boy Scout.
Little boring.
Very inspirational, but man, does it get boring sometimes.
Yeah.
Siegel and Schuster were the sons of Jewish American immigrants and knew firsthand what it was like living in a world where they felt alien.
Among other things.
This became the basis of Superman's story.
You know how it goes. His scientist dad found out his homeworld Krypton was getting a bit too explosive and sent his son off to
Which
Earth
happens
to
a lot
save
in
him.
fiction.
On Earth, Superman's Kryptonian cells can absorb solar radiation from the yellow sun, giving him awesome strength, speed, durability, flight, and the power to shoot.
And every
from
other
his
superpower
eyes,
imaginable.
Which can be large enough to vaporize a planet, or precise enough to perform lobotomy.
Superman was so powerful he could carry entire solar systems on his back, or obliterate them with a sneeze. But over 75 years, Superman has changed quite a bit.
Yes.
Including going through 2 separate reboots, which we will be focusing on today.
Yeah.
These reboots lessened his insane power, not exactly by altering his abilities, but by changing his outlook.
Yeah.
Upon discovering his alien powers,
it's all a
the new
mental
Superman
thing.
rejected them,
Should he do the right
unintentionally
thing?
instilling mental
Should he be
barriers on his
helping
powers,
people?
which he would work to unlock through the rest of his
They did a
life.
good job making
Sort
him
of like when you drink too much
better,
and don't remember
I guess.
the night before, so you gotta spend all day figuring out how you got yourself a dozen kangaroos and married a lamb. Don't ask.
And then, in 1996, the world changed. Dragon Ball Z came to America.
Dragon, rock the dragon, Dragon Ball Z.
12 years prior, a mangaka, or author of Japanese comics, named Akira Toriyama introduced Dragon Ball. The story of
The reason why anime was ever accepted into the US.
World, nay, the universe.
Like Superman, Goku was also sent to Earth from a doomed planet and possessed incredible powers. But that's pretty much where their similarities end.
Oh yeah.
Goku was primarily inspired by the Monkey King's son Wukong.
It is
from the
funny that
Chinese novel
Superman and
Journey
Goku
to
are
the
often
West.
compared to each other, when
If you
really
have any
only their
interest in
origin is
Asian
similar.
culture,
Everything
I'd
else is
recommend
completely
reading it.
different.
It's inspired far more than just Dragon Ball.
Throw a stone at a shelf of anime, and odds are it hits something inspired by Journey to the West.
I do need to
Anyway,
read that.
Toriyama was smart and knew that fighting is awesome, so Dragon Ball took off like a rocket. Sooner than you can say power levels are bullshit, Dragon Ball became a hit anime, and then came to America.
Literally making its own journey to the West.
Hoo-ah!
And forever changing the childhoods of many.
Oh yeah.
Dragon Ball Z became the gateway anime to many Westerners. However, since prior anime had very little success overseas due to the differences between Japanese and American cultures, the companies responsible for importing DBZ understandably feared Goku's character might seem a bit selfish and heartless to a Western
A
audience.
little bit, yeah.
Their solution? Turn Goku into Superman.
This decision resulted in some strange mistranslations, such as labeling Goku's father as a brilliant scientist.
Yeah, I don't see it.
As
Well, I am
as
working on a
perhaps
fake
Goku's
moon
most
thing.
famous line, which many argue actually conflicts with his true character.
Yeah, it does.
I am the hope of the universe.
But it's so cool!
I am protector of the innocent. I am the light in the darkness. I am truth.
Ally to good, nightmare to you. Booyah.
And this is where it all began. The nerd debates, the internet wars, East versus West, which hometown hero would triumph in a brutal fight to the end.
In 2002, Wizards magazine delivered an answer. They deduced Goku would win, stating that Superman would die to a fall from the moon to the Earth.
No, he would not, but
A
okay.
decade later, the website Outskirts Battledome launched, dedicated to answering versus matches. This time, Superman claimed victory. However, the chaotic debate careened out of control and eventually became banned forever.
The arguments only grew. The internet needed a solid answer.
That's where we came in.
I kind of helped. Not during that fight, but the other one. Yeah. The thing about that fight sure seemed conclusive. Quackalacapooya! Doesn't make it any less hard to watch, though. I like you, Superman, but...
However, since January 2012, Goku and Superman have continued their adventures. Superman gained an all-new ability called the Super Flare,
Which is awful.
jettisons all the solar energy stored in his body, essentially turning him into a solar bomb. However, it leaves him completely drained of his powers for the next 24 hours. As such, he will only use the Super Flare as an ultimate last resort.
So why would he ever use it?
Goku attained a new legendary form called Super Saiyan God. Despite being a temporary boost, Goku's body absorbed the godly power, essentially making it his new base form.
Yay!
Then, after mixing its power with his Super Saiyan ability, he became a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan! Oh, come on! There had to have been a better name. Ultra Saiyan, Master Saiyan, Super Ultra combo with Fry Saiyan, anything but that mouthful.
These
Terrible
new
name.
powers have
Cool
naturally
looking.
rekindled the
But
ultimate
stupidly
debate.
named.
Is this godly Goku powerful enough to defeat Superman? Or will this just be a repeat of the past?
Well, let's end this debate once and for all. It's time for the rematch of Legends.
It's time for a death battle!
Let's watch it again! I do have to wonder exactly how Superman knew about the Dragon Balls. I guess he just kind of found them in the wreckage of the planet. Oh, and if you're wondering, there's an explanation for why the Dragon Ball still exists. Dende was off-planet on Namek for family vacation reasons. So, they put that in a tweet, so if you never read that, you wouldn't know that. But there was a reason! And if you still don't like that, well then he just went to Namek and got those. There's a lot of Dragon Balls, okay? Loopholes! Just roll with it. within minutes of bringing the Earth back. Oh, Goku.
Hey, Superman.
Son Goku, I've been expecting you.
I really like the fighting models they used for this fight. They look a lot better than the ones that were in the first one. And the first one was amazing, but this one, aw.
Ready for a rematch?
Go, go, go! Sorry, I'm not saying much. It's just so cool to watch. For shame! At least Goku is making damage this time. It's a step in the right direction.
This stops here.
Superman's kind of upset about how things went down.
I actually felt that.
Oh!
You haven't seen anything yet.
Neither have you.
Ow.
With every step, an earthquake. With every breath, I could create a hurricane. This is my burden. Be thankful it is not yours.
I never heard that.
Don't get ahead of yourself, buddy. You're not the only one with that kind of power.
That was a really great line from Superman. I didn't get to hear that. Everyone was hooping and yelling.
Blue hair? I've seen worse.
He really has. This is good music. Didn't even know there was music in the fight. So much cheering. Jesus, they're going at it. Oh.
You can take it, can't you? You're too strong for your own good.
You know, Superman's not wrong about that. That part was good.
Get off our planet!
Stops here. All right. Have you had your fun? I would prefer we don't accidentally destroy the Earth a second time.
That'd be nice.
No, I will never back down from a fight. Ah, me! Ah, me!
You did your best, Goku.
We'll beat you!
You did your best.
Stop it! This is over! I'm sorry.
Oh man, that's so messed up. Although, it was quick and painless. Superman did that the most humanely way he possibly could. You did good, Goku.
I believe this is the part where I say, I told you so.
But King Kai, I don't understand.
You can't beat him.
Sure I can. I'll just train harder than ever.
No, Goku. You can overcome any limit put in front of you, but his power has no limit. Even if you somehow found the power to surpass him, you wouldn't have anything left to aspire to. Do you truly want that?
Nah, sounds boring. Oops. King Kai, do you have anything to eat?
Goku, I'm trying to be serious here.
What? My stomach has limits too, you know.
You lovable doofus.
KO!
Whoa! Torches and pitchforks down. Before you start raging, please hear us out on this one, alright?
Okay.
Goku is incredibly powerful, a skilled warrior, and a great character. But
And capable of
Superman
destroying
is
a
on
lot of
different
DC superheroes,
level,
if that's any consolation.
one which really doesn't belong in versus matches like these.
Yes!
Sure, due to the writing style of Dragon Ball, Super Saiyan God Goku's exact limits are difficult to pinpoint. Also, Goku will likely achieve a new form in the future. It's just how Dragon Ball works nowadays. However, none of that is really a factor. Goku will always have limits, while Superman's maximum potential is limitless.
Yeah.
Don't believe us? Well, strap in, boys and girls. Let's look at how Superman breaks reality.
This stuff.
One day, Superman was hanging out near Vega, the brightest star in the Lyra constellation.
For the record, that's 25 light years from Earth, or 147 trillion miles.
Naturally, a crisis occurred on Earth. So Superman's photographer buddy Jimmy activated his signal watch, calling for Superman's aid. And Superman arrived in a matter of minutes.
Sorry.
Being a comic
Weird
book,
little
the
hiccup
time
there.
Superman took getting to Earth is unspecified. However, the comic never mentioned or implied any large time lapse, and he arrived as the battle was ending. Even if we seriously lowballed this feat to taking 10 minutes, Superman would be traveling over 800 trillion miles per hour, over 1 million times the speed of light. But more impressively, Jimmy's signal watch operates by emitting a high-frequency sound only Superman can hear. Which means Superman heard the signal in the vacuum of space 25 light years away. That is physically impossible. Except for Superman.
Oh, you aren't impossible? How about the time he lifted Spectre off the ground? A guy literally made up of eternity. No, not insane enough for you? Well then, how about the time Superman lifted a book of infinite pages? That's right, Superman lifted both eternity and infinity.
Though he did have some help from Wonder Woman and Shazam.
Hey Wiz, what's half of infinity? Infinity.
Regardless, they have limits in their own strength. So while they were lifting a specific set part for each load, Superman was lifting everything else, which literally means everything else.
Yeah.
Really, Wonder Woman and Shazam didn't even need to be there.
No.
Superman's held a black hole, survived an explosion equal to 50 supernovas, flew through the center of a red sun, which is like tanking millions of nukes rapid fire, and once easily absorbed enough solar energy to vaporize half a galaxy. And to put an end to the Wizards magazine argument, here he is getting thrown from orbit into Earth with enough force to devastate the planet and cause nuclear winter.
Yay!
Oh look, he stood up moments later, more pissed off than hurt. Oh, and by the way, none of this was pre-crisis.
Yeah.
Believe us, we know none of this makes any logical sense.
And hey, it's not our fault. These writers just keep making Superman the most impossibly OP guy ever. That's kind of what he's all about.
Exactly. Superman isn't just a sketch on paper. He's an ideal. Superman and Goku are more than just characters. They inspire. They show us the best of what we can become. This is why people get so passionate about this debate.
Goku's the epitome of a self-made man in spirit and personal goals. He inspires people to work hard to achieve dreams. To many, Goku is proof that there is no struggle that cannot be overcome.
Damn straight.
And the world of Dragon Ball fits this mold. Every obstacle Goku faces in Dragon Ball has a limit he can overtake. Even those called gods in his universe can be defeated and surpassed.
By a lot.
And that is where Superman breaks this matchup.
Yeah.
His world just doesn't fit the same mold.
Superman is an all-powerful being who is only weak to alien radiation and supernatural magic.
And even then,
He
it's
is
not that
meant
effective.
To be relatable. He is not meant to lose. While Goku's story is one of a man trying to be the best warrior he can be, Superman's is the story of a god trying to live amongst men. It's not about if he loses a fight, but whether or not he's doing the right thing. That's why he stands for truth, justice, and freedom. That's why he doesn't wear a mask. That's why he's called the Superman.
Yeah.
But hey, we know some of you out there have some questions, so let's knock them out of the park right
I just
now.
did them all out of the way.
Technically, if Goku could find a way to draw energy across multiverses, his spirit bomb could possibly achieve the kind of limitless power to match Superman. But not only would that take way too long to charge, providing Superman with plenty of time to kill him thousands of times over, the spirit bomb does not hurt anyone pure of heart.
Yeah.
Like Superman.
A really weird stipulation for that thing, but
Don't have any evil in you. You'll be okay.
That's just how it works.
Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan was about on par with Golden Frieza. When asked about Golden Frieza's power level at a panel, Frieza's voice actor said that since Frieza was a nice guy, it's probably 100 quintillion. Which is a pun, because power levels are nothing more than a big joke.
Superman has been beaten in battle before, when he was still learning. Saying Superman should lose because he lost to Doomsday is the equivalent of saying Goku should lose because he was one shot by Raditz. We are looking at these characters at their maximum potential, not from some random point in their timelines.
Yeah.
Goku may have divine ki now, but it's still ki, not magic.
Ki may be spiritual in nature, but it's still a natural source of living energy even Superman possesses.
So there you go.
In fact, Dragon Ball emphasizes a clear difference between ki and magic.
And if Goku did destroy the sun or the planet, he can't survive in the vacuum of space. Superman can and could always just fly to another yellow sun, or even a blue one, which boosts his
Superman
powers
is
even
just
faster.
unfair. Simple as that.
Ultimately, Goku versus Superman comes down to a difference of limits and purpose. What happens when you pit a man with the power to break any limits against a being with no limits in the first place? Well, only one has limits to give at all. But that's exactly what makes him such a memorable character.
Think about it. If you had a Goku that was as powerful as Superman, would you even want him?
The winner is Superman.
Fucking Superman.
Yeah. Deep down, I knew that was the truth.
Next
I really did.
time on Death Battle.
However, Knuckles!
I'm Chad, I play Boomstick. I'm Ben, I play Wiz.
I met
And
them.
Thank you guys
They're
so
very
much for watching
nice.
the episode. If you guys enjoyed it,
I have
make sure
pictures
to
with
drop
them.
a like and subscribe. We worked really hard on this one, especially that guy over there, Animator Tori.
Also met the
Hey, everyone.
animator. I met everyone. It was great.
This is what he's like 24/7. This is all this man does is animate. Anyway, he works really hard. Hard for you guys. And we hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Wonderful animation by Torian. But next time, Knuckles is next. But who's he going to be facing? You can find out by sticking to our social media at ScrewAttack on Twitter and
Or you could help make the show, in which case you know
Yep,
many,
so
many months ahead of
like,
time.
Subscribe, do all that fun stuff. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.
And there you guys go. Superman versus Goku. Superman wins. I really wish it weren't the case. I wish Superman were even vaguely fair, but yeah, I don't know what else to say. All I can really say, I can't really say anything to the fight because it's all very clear cut. But what I can say is that you really shouldn't. You shouldn't feel bad. Goku sure as hell didn't feel bad about losing. Do you really think he would have wanted you to be all upset about this? I mean, come on. There are more than enough loopholes in the Dragon Ball Wish, the way of those things work to bring him back a million times over, so that's not even a thing. And, come on, at the end of the day, Goku and Superman would probably be friends. So that's really all there is to it. I love Goku. Dude's awesome. He could annihilate, at least a good 60% of the DC universe. So, take solace in that. At the very least, he could very, very easily take care of that, but just not Superman. Very, very few can. But that's the end of that. And next time, we've got Knuckles. Who's he fighting? Well, obviously, I can't tell you. But I will say that it's not who you're expecting. I know exactly who you think Knuckles is going to fight. I'm going to tell you right now, that's not him. He's not fighting that guy. That's all I can say. And I hope you guys had a great time. Just before I go, I really do like how much they tried to pad this sort of thing. And I don't mean pad it out lengthwise now. I meant soften the blow of the results. Because they don't. So many people seem to think that the people that make the show don't like Goku, when that's not true. Very few people don't like Goku. He's an amazing character, and just... When a character loses a death battle, it does nothing to say, oh yeah, this character is completely pointless. No. It just means, in a strict, one-on-one fight to the death, this other guy is just physically stronger. That doesn't change someone's personal character. It doesn't invalidate your beliefs or how much you care about a character. They're still just as valuable, just as awesome, just as amazing. There's no reason to be upset. And I know that my words are going to make very, very little difference in the long run, but I just hope you all can understand that. Anyway, hope you guys had a fantastic time, and I'll see you all next time.